So today's video is sponsored by Boundary, but as the key objective for today's video is to raise awareness for Movember, I'm going to be donating £150 of my fee for this ad to the Movember charity. Quickly before we start, if this video can get over 5,000 likes, then I will film another video where I ride for 24 hours non-stop and see how many miles I can ride. So this is my brand new Boundary home security system. You don't need an engineer to set this system up, you can do it all by yourself. The first thing we see in the box is the setup guide, and when you open it on the front page, it says for a small to medium house, which is what my house is, it takes between 60 and 90 minutes to set up. So I'm going to put that to the test and set the timer on my phone. Let's go. Alright, we are done. Stop the clock. I did have to nip out for half an hour, so I paused the clock. But I managed to install this complete system and the siren outside on my own in under an hour. 52 minutes it took me. Now let me explain the reasons as to why the Boundary system is so much better than a traditional alarm. Each sensor has a built-in thermostat so you can see the temperature in each room of your house. You can arm the alarm on your phone in just 2 clicks. Another one of the awesome features that I love, if you have pets, you can enable pet sensitivity mode. For extra peace of mind, you can also block off certain rooms, therefore your animal can run free without any risk of setting off the alarm. Ow. Now I set up a geofence around my property. That means whenever I go a further than 100 meters with my phone, I get a notification asking me, do I want to set the alarm? It's handy for when I'm rushing out on my bike to go training and I just forget to set the alarm. Now I'm gonna do a quick test of the siren just to make sure it's working. I'm sorry neighbors. We do this via the app. Yep, that's pretty loud. I'm going to stop that. You can either screw the motion sensors into the wall, or if you're like me and you just want to do it like super quick, easy and conveniently, you can use the supplied 3M sticky pads and just stick them to the wall. We've got another one here by the front door. Now to set the alarm, you can do it in one of 3 ways. You can either just tap the code in that you set during the setup process, hold the fob up to the hub, or you can just simply do it via the Boundary app on your phone. If you have a cleaner or regular visitor at your property, you can create unique disarm codes which only work at certain times of certain days. Visit the Boundary website to choose your bundle or design your alarm system in minutes using their simple to use home estimator. Click the link in the description or use code Cameron to get 45% off your purchase. My name is Cameron. I'm 25 years old and I'm a bloke. Statistically, the most likely cause of my death right now would be suicide. Movember is the leading charity changing the face of men's health. By 2030, they aim to reduce the number of men dying prematurely by 25%. Every year during the month of November, people take on challenges to raise both money and awareness for the cause. A number of people this year have ran 1 mile every hour for 24 hours. Now I'm not a runner, I'm a cyclist. And when we Google the equivalent of a 1 mile run on the bike, it's about 3 miles. But you know what? I'm gonna do 4. So the time is 1 PM right now. The snow is turning, it's slowly turning to rain, so that's good news. We're about to start the challenge. This is hour number 1. The first 4 miles is coming up. Andy's gonna be doing the challenge with me today, so I've got some company. So whilst there's no ice on the road, I've got a 4-mile route that goes through the lanes. It's a little bit more scenic, but I think as the nighttime approaches and it gets colder, we're gonna stick to the main road. One hour done, 23 left to go.
I think sort of the last 4 years have been very tough personally. I lost my cousin to suicide, who was basically my best friend, my role model, someone I always looked up to. And obviously that hit pretty deep and it knocked my confidence. And I suffered from anxiety, and I'm quite happy to open up and say that I still do as well. So yeah, obviously working with yourself over the last 6 months or so, I've kind of noticed the platform and the reach that you have had, so I thought why not take advantage of that and yeah, sort of get some positive awareness out there for Movember. I think obviously growing up as well, obviously didn't know that I was suffering with a mental illness. However, I think my cousin did. He sort of like took us underneath his wing, said that everything was okay, give me a year to sort of chew on and basically talk to him about everything. Looking back, you sort of have that guilt that I never really checked in with him. I didn't ask him the questions of, are you actually okay? And I think it's that harsh lesson that I've learned, that nowadays when I meet someone new and you sort of get to know them a little bit better, it's, are you okay? Yeah. No, are you actually okay? And it's asking those difficult questions to sort of break down the stigma that we have around men's mental health.
Current temperature outside.
Yeah, that's the outside temperature. Alright, it's just gone 2 PM, we're about to start hour number 2. That's the second hour done, 4 miles in the bag. So it looks like we got back from the second hour just in time. It has really started snowing again. Hour 3, we've still got daylight. Let's get the show on the road. How cold is it right now, Andy?
Currently -3. So just
-3, and I feel fresh.
glad someone did.
Whilst we've got daylight, we're still in the lanes. Looking good. Yeah, boy. One thing about living in the countryside, horses. And that's hour number 3 done. Another 4 miles in the bag. Is this coffee number 3 of the day going down right now?
About it being number 6 probably.
So the hardest bit that I'm starting to notice so far is because today is the coldest day of the year, it's freezing cold outside. I've probably said that far too much already this video, but it is, that's the fact of it. And in the house, it's like super warm because we're so cold when we get back, we want it to be warm. The fire's lit, so this room is currently 24 degrees. And I think the hardest bit is like going from being super cold to super warm to super cold to warm to cold to warm, you know, repeatedly 24 times. And if I don't get ill after this video, I think it'll be a Christmas miracle. Callie agrees. All right, we're about to start hour number 4, I think. I'm starting to lose track. We're losing the natural light pretty quickly, so we've got some lights in the bike now. Be safe, be seen. Beautiful. Come on, Andy! That's his one and only sprint of the day. He's absolutely wrecked now. So this is potentially going to be the last lanes lap. The puddles are starting to ice over, so I think by the next hour, we might have to stick to the main road. 1/5 of the way through. Are you all good? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel fine. I think as soon as it gets dark, it's going to be a little bit worse, but we'll power through.
Will we, Andy? Are you sure about that? Will we power through? Just gone 5 o'clock now. It's pitch black. The graveyard shift has officially begun. It's dropped down to below freezing now. So we're not going to take any chances, we're not going to take any risks. We're just sticking to the main road. It's been gritted, so it should be relatively safe. So that's hour number 5 done. It was actually a little bit faster because we did stick to the main road. It's approaching 6 o'clock. It's getting cold outside. It feels like it's like -4, I think it is. For the size of this light, it is so bright. This is basically like having a car headlight on the front of your bike. But hour 6, let's get the show on the road. So it's completely iced over right now. The pavement, you can see the ice on the pavement. I mean, I've still not got 100% confidence. If there is any icy patches or patches that have been missed with the gritter, 100% we're coming down.
If we go down, then we go down together.
So I'm just trying to go as fast as possible whilst taking as much care as possible, which those two things don't really go hand in hand. My front light has also turned red, which means the battery is low, despite charging it every hour. I'm a little bit nervous about that. But other than that, it's all good. It's all good. So we've just done hour number 6, that's another 4 miles in the bag. I mean, the biggest concern now isn't like staying awake for 24 hours and actually trying to do this thing. I think the biggest concern now is the ice. The main road is obviously gritted, but my road isn't, and you can just see how slippy it is. Sit down. Good girl. Callie is 10 weeks today. You are so clever. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can literally see the ice shining off the road. But we're rolling out now. We're just taking it super easy until we get to the main road. and then we're about to commence hour number 7. All right, here we go. So it's the 8th hour coming up right now. That 45 minutes literally flew by. You ready?
Yeah.
That's ride number 8 in the bag, done and dusted. It's also the fastest 4 miles yet. All right, so we're 9 hours deep now. We've done 9 laps. 9 hours. No, not 9 hours. We've done 9. Mate, my mind is going.
Are you tired, Cam?
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit tired, you know. But we've done 9. We've done 9 rides. It's just gone 9 o'clock. I've said 9 about 27,000 times. But yeah, so far so good. Starting to get a little bit tired now, like physically, just because we're getting on. So yeah, this is where it's going to get pretty tough, I think, during these nighttime hours. Like I did the Red Bull time lapse last year, which was basically a 24-hour relay race, and we had bigger gaps between the efforts, so I was able to like sleep a little bit. But I remember from that, the hardest hours were like from 11 o'clock at night to about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So just kind of preparing myself mentally for the graveyard shift, and if we can get through the night time, through the dark hours, through the ice, then I think we'll be all right. So I've added an extra layer this time to try and stay a little bit warmer. Now I've got a long sleeve base layer, a long sleeve jersey, a winter jacket, a short sleeve gabba, and a rain jacket. Basically just all the kit I own right now. Started out with a kiss, I did it on the black kiss, it was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Yep, I think this is officially the point where I've gone crazy. So I forgot to bring my GoPro for the last ride, but that was the 10 PM stint. It is now bang on 11 PM. We're about to head out. Weatherman Andy, what is the current temperature?
It is, it's actually -7 now.
You know, you just know. There's gonna be like Scandinavians watching this, commenting, that's how warm it is in summer. But for us Brits, -7 is it's on the cold side. Number 11, a little bit slower this time, but nonetheless, that is job done. We officially are past the halfway point. Put it there. This is the return leg now. It's all downhill from here.
I wish it was.
So Andy decided to call it a day here and let me continue the challenge on my own. This was actually probably the most sensible decision given the cold temperatures and the ice on the road, but sadly I don't share the same level of sensibility, so the show goes on. The show goes on! That's hour 13 done and dusted. I'm gonna end the ride. That was definitely the hardest ride yet, I think, because I was doing it on my own. I didn't have any company, but nonetheless, we did get it done. That's the main thing.
Going out in the old hoodie.
I'm too tired to take off my jumper, so instead, I'm just gonna ride with it on. It's that cold outside, I don't think it really matters. So I'm just about to start. I think we're on ride number 14 now. It's currently 2 AM in the morning. It's cold. I'm tired. I feel sick, but I'm not gonna complain. We're gonna get on with it. We're gonna crack on. All right, that's 2 miles. Time to stop, turn around, and head back home. I am sorry to the people that can hear my brakes right now. It's 2:30 in the morning. All right, that's another 4 miles done, and another 4 miles closer to the finish. It's 22 minutes past 2. I need to go inside. I'm getting hungry. I think I need to eat some food. All right, it's 4 o'clock now. I'm just about to head out. Really starting to feel it. I'm just hoping that when daylight comes around, it just gives me like a bit of a second wind, because right now I do not feel good at all. That's another ride done, and that is another hour closer to daylight. We're on the road again. Literally all my brain can think, all I can compute right now is like going to bed and sleeping. I don't feel like I'm present in my body right now. It's a really weird feeling, man. Sleep deprivation has caught up with me. But nonetheless, there's another 4 miles done. Another one done. Hour 18 in the bag. The 7 AM shift has just begun. Hopefully Hopefully this is the last ride in the dark, because I've had enough of the dark and I would like some sunshine. I've also switched up the route a little bit. Same main road, just going out the other way. So both my mum and my dad have just passed me on the way to work, probably thinking to themselves, what the hell is their son doing? And honestly, I don't know myself. I left my water bottle on my bike throughout the night and I just went to take a drink of it and it is literally rock solid. So the sun is rising over there. We've got quite a cool skyline right now. It almost makes the last 12 hours of darkness worth it. Almost, not quite. Hey sister. So lap number 21, I had to record this one on my phone because my Wahoo just wouldn't turn on. I guess it was too cold or something. Only 3 more efforts to go now, and Callie said she is extremely happy about that. Ow. Starting number 22 right now. Just 3 more to go. I've also been awake now for 27 hours. Another one down, just 2 more to go now. The Wahoo also decided to work this time, so that's good. I've waited so long for this moment, but I can finally say we're about to head out on the final stint. Hour 24 of 24. This is the last one. We did it. Well, we've nearly done it. And even better, Andy has joined us now for the last one.
Yeah.
He's had a good old rest.
Just a few hours now. Started out with 1 hour, had the alarm on, switched to 2 hours. And then I think I ended up sleeping for about 4, so yeah, sorry Cam.
There it is, ride started for the final time today. Let's do this. So to celebrate the end of the challenge, we stopped at the garage. Andy got a celebratory Coke and a milkshake. Strange combination if you ask me, but hey, who am I to judge? There it is, we just ticked over the 4-mile marker, and that is the challenge.
Hey!
Officially done, come on! Now I need a bath and a lie down. Remember, the link to my Movember page is in the description. If you can spare anything, that would be amazing. I've kicked things off, and I'll see you next time.
Get my bop on, yeah, I get my bop on. If she needs some good, tell her she got hop on. She know I'm the top dog, I know she a hot one. But Lindsay's on the feet, and you know I got the socks on. Yeah, I get my.
If you are giving yourself that challenge, or you feel like you can't go anywhere else, and you're seeing everyone else do something positive or do these amazing challenges, like, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Maybe take like the small successes that you can, and whether that be contacting a GP, contacting a professional, or just opening up to friends, family, relatives, anyone. I think that's a bigger achievement than what Cam's done last night. If you can push down those first barriers in front of you, honestly, it does get better. So yeah. Keep going.
Nice one.
Well done, mate.